Hello friend. Sorry about some delaying. We are facing some streaming software issues. So let's restart. Good morning friends, and this is your host Kalpesh Satasya and Jalpesh Vadgama. So let's restart about getting started with ASP.NET Core. Before we start, let me introduce something about our company. We are the FutureStack Solution at Ahmedabad-based software company, formed in 2016, and our mission is just empower clients with the latest technology and help them to achieve their goal. We provide the wide range of high-quality software engineering and development service across the globe. With a focus of innovative and cutting-edge technology, we provide solution that makes our client happy and easy for the life. So you can find more information at http://www.futurestacksolution.com. Today's agenda for our presentation: what is ASP.NET Core, the current state of the ASP.NET Core, ASP.NET Core features, .NET command lines, and the last one is the question and answering. We'll cover more about .NET command line with the demo, which will taken by the Jalpesh. Okay, so let's start with what is the ASP.NET Core. ASP.NET Core is formerly from the Microsoft, and it is a open source and cross platforms. So we can say it's we can develop the application on the Windows and Mac, and we can host on the all we can say the platform. There is the Mac, Linux, and Windows. And nowadays people are more talking about the dependency injection. So earlier days we used the dependency injection for using for the third party some software or some packages, but now today's world in the ASP.NET Core they provide the inbuilt dependency injection, and we can say it's a great framework for building UI as well, because now we can say that whatever the projects or application we build, it's not only the single technology. There will be a several technology is part of the one of the projects, right? So we same way suppose in ASP.NET Core is part of using the API, web API, and front end side we can use some most popular frameworks like Angular, React.js, or Vue.js. Older .NET has entire, we can say the bunch of libraries, but there are huge libraries. But in the ASP.NET Core, they ship with the small library using the NuGet packages. So it's derived into the small packages, and it's helped to achieve through the NuGet packages to install the package itself. And .NET the standard 2.0 with the expanded API support. And when we publish this application through the .NET Core, it's automatically page and view compilation. So it very easy when we deploy it onto in the QA environment, development environment, or even the production environment. Before we publish, or we can say in the publishing time we get any error, that will be easily find it out. Let's talk about journey of the .NET open source journey. After seeing this chart, or we can say seeing this journey, might be you are shocking on that part, because it started from 2001 when is the ICMA 335 was there. It's initiated by I think Microsoft, and it started from the 2001. Then after 2002 it's .NET 1.0 for the Windows release, mono project begin. Then 2008 ASP.NET MVC web form, it is also the open source. So the people are talking about the open sourcing in Microsoft stuff, right? So Microsoft has initiated long back, and then will be 2008 is the MVC, that is the most popular we can say architectures in the current world, right? The MVC, and then the other frameworks will be there, MVVM. There are the many patterns, but Microsoft started from the 2008. Then April 2014, that is the compiler platform is the Roslyn there, and it's part of the .NET Foundation. Okay, and then November 2014, the .NET Core cross-platform is open source is released. Uh, then 2016 is Mono project joined to .NET Foundation, and finally in August 2017, .NET Core 2 is released. So this is the journey, and I'm like sure like you guys are shocking like open source and Microsoft. So it's of course it started long back from the 2001. And what kind of like development we can achieve through the .NET Core. So those are the, we can say in the market right now, whatever we need, I think all need our support, all need are fulfilled by this .NET framework or .NET Core. And what are the tools to use it, and of course like who are the developer and developing in this window, that most lovable is the Visual Studio, right? The favorable like any developers who is working on the .NET part. Then the Visual Studio for Mac is also available. Then Visual Studio Code is the right now we can say that is the most popular in the market. It's not just only for the .NET technology, but if you work with any client-side framework, that is also very good to use the code. And the command line interface, as I mentioned, the command line, how to achieve the project, create the project, build the project, and run the project. So the command line for the ASP.NET Core will demo and Jelpace. So these are the like desktop application, web application, cloud framework, cloud application, mobile application, gaming, IoT, and AI. All are supported through the .NET. Okay, so next. Okay, this is like all the performance point of view. Has Reagan say something about the like same size of server which is handle the 1000 requests per second through the Node.js, which will be easily handle the 20,000 requests per second through using the .NET Core. But yeah, there are the performance aspects, so we can say there are the many criteria or many aspects is the affected how we write the code, how we handle the code. So of course like we can say like this is the Reagan say, we are not sure, but it's Reagan mentioned by info. Okay, how to install the ASP.NET Core. So definitely we have to install something in the systems first. We need to run that, right? So you can get all the builds and installer through the below links, .NET.Microsoft.NET. Let me go to there. Okay, so here once you land in here on this page, so you can see that like right now is the .NET Core 2.2 is there, and you can easily find the runtime CLR SDK, and it's compatible with the 2017 and all .NET Core downloaded at once. So you can easily find out from this link. Okay, so let me go back to the slide. Okay, now we can talk more about the .NET Core command line interface CLI. So let's move to the Jelpace, and Jelpace will explain more about the .NET command line. So Jelpace, it's over to you.
Thank you, Kalpesh, and sorry for the trouble, guys. We faced lots of difficulties with the URL and other stuff. So basically, like in the ASP.NET Core, like they have also provided command line tools for creating applications and few other stuffs you can do with that. If you familiar with Angular or Vue CLI or React CLI, then this is the same thing. So basically, .NET command line interface is a new cross-platform tool chain for developing .NET applications. So it will work on Linux, Mac, or Windows anywhere. The CLI is a foundation upon which high-level tools such as integrated development environments, editors and builds, orchestras can run. So basically, based on the .NET command line CLI, so command line CLI is the base of the all this stuff. So even if you run Visual Studio Code or Visual Studio Code, then also it will use the .NET CLI in the back. And whenever you install .NET Core, Kalpesh has already shown you the URL, and don't worry about the presentation, we'll make it live somewhere. So don't worry about the URL, and it is very easy to Google also. So basically, .NET command line contains three type of commands. There is one called basic commands. Second is project modification command, and the advanced command. So basic command includes .NET new, restore, build, publish. So we are going to check that stuffs, and we are going to also demo that to you. So don't worry about that. The project modification command is just like you are adding a reference of some project or some DLL to your project, and that will be also done by command line. And the third one is advanced command, where whenever you are developing your NuGet package, so you can do your NuGet delete, NuGet push, NuGet add. You can create your own NuGet packages. So that is the things there. So let's see some demo about the .NET CLI. So basically, I am in the command line right now. So once you install .NET Core, you can see your version via --test version. So here you can see right now I'm in the ASP.NET Core or .NET Core version 2.2.104. Then you can do lots of stuff. Let me show you name new. So what it will do is it will show me all the list of all the programs that are there. So for the saving the time, what I have done is I have created on a application with ASP.NET Core Web API and few other stuff. But here's how you can do .NET console, and then there's O, and you can now have your application. So that is how you can create the application. So it is creating application. If you see in the directory, you can see the test application is there, right? And if I write my Visual Studio Code like this, so this is my code, Visual Studio Code there, and this is a basic simple hello world application is there. Now what I can do is I can also run this, so via .NET Run. So what it will do is it will run this application here. Here you can see hello world is there. Right. So that is how easy with the .NET CLI. Even you can only build also via .NET Build. Okay, so it will show you whether there is any error or not. So this is how you can do with all this template. So when you run .NET New, you can say there are tons of template available for unit tests, console application, class library, and few other stuffs. Okay, so now let's get back to our demo. So that is there with Cool API, and I already have opened that. Let me close this. So this is our application there. So basically what I have done is I have created a .NET web API application via .NET View, and I have written some stuffs there. Here you can see like this web ASP.NET Core web API, which I have already created to save the time. So let's go through the structure of the ASP.NET Core application. Just like any program, it's going to start with the programs, and from here like it will create the default builder, and it will go to the startup file. If you are familiar with the ASP.NET MVC, like it is almost same. Like there are some changes there that we are going to discuss it in like a few minutes. So basically there are three methods there: startup, configuration, configure services, and configure. So basically here you can as you know, like in ASP.NET we have like inbuilt dependency injection. So basically what I have created is like I have created my entity framework context with this, and I have provided my connection string there. So and one more thing to notice, that there is no web.config in this particular thing. All the settings will be there in app settings. So here you can see the connection string there. And that is what I am using there in the startup file. So here you can see the default connection is there, and basically I am setting up my student context with the connection string, and this is the student context class. If you are familiar with the ASP entity framework code first, like this is the entity framework code which runs on closed platform, and it will be there with like any database, like whether MySQL, Postgres. In future, like there will be some data providers for MongoDB and a few other non-SQL databases. But right now it's suppose like Postgres, Oracle, MySQL, and other stuff. So basically this is my model class, and you can see like there are a couple of properties there with the model class. Okay, and I have also run the migration and other stuffs, but like you can maybe like migration will get in the upcoming series because that is an advanced part. But basically like it will create a table related based on this particular model classes. Now let's go into the student controller. Now, before that let me run this. So basically like you can do watch also, like just like the Angular. So I'm going to run this application. Starting now. So these are the APIs which I have created, and this is a Swagger. If you haven't known Swagger is a open source API documentation tool. I am going to explain how I configure the Swagger also. So let's start with that part. So basically I have shown you like I have given this entity framework connection string here, and then what I have done is I have added this NuGet packages called swashbuckle.asp.net core.swagger, and in the configure services I have provided this all information here, which you can see here, like all these steps are there. Then here in the like you can see like I'm using simple use server, and I'm going to have a JSON file which will demo this stuff, which is like there like it is loading the JSON file, and it provides me like nice UI. So basically, like what I can do is here I can see like what I am going to expect from this API and what are the codes, few other stuffs. So now if I execute it, it will fetch data from the database. So right now there are two records there, and the status is 200, so there is no problem with that. So now let's directly jump on to the student controller. So let's see what I have done. So basically, like this is the API URL, and whatever like the controller name is there, I will explain that. And here also like you can see the URL, right? So API/student. So that is like a controller name. Then what I have done is like in the constructor I have created a student context, and like I have injected that context. So here you can see the configure services like data added SQL context there. Then basically this is the like all the API methods there. So I have created 4 API methods like get, so it will get all the students. Then get by ID, which is like getting a particular student from database based on the ID, adding new student, and update one. So let's see one by one. So here you can see like this is the like a student list which I am just returning, which I demonstrated you there. Here, like all the students which are there in database, it's coming there. Second is the get by ID. So let's see that also. I'm going to try it out. So here you can see like it is returning only first student there, not others. And this is the URL, which is like correspondent to this particular route. And like this suggests like whether it's a get encode, like there are TTP verbs there like get, post, put, and delete. So like this will tell our encoding points like whether it's a get method or post method. So in the get, if you see that like ID is less than 0, then I'm returning not found status. And if I am getting student, then I am returning that student. Otherwise, I am telling that student is not found in the database. So if I do something related to 0, right? So here you can see like it is giving me the validation, and the code return is 404 not found, because like we haven't sent anything. Now let's go into the student add one. So basically here I am checking null that the student data is not supplied over there. Then I am doing validation. So here in this part, if you see like first name and the last name is the required one. So I have put at the data annotation. This is like same as the all the entity framework 6 or 5 code first name one. But like this will make sure that like first name and last name must be supplied when you add the student. And if model state is not valid, I am sending the bad request. And then if everything goes well, then it is saving that student into the database. So let's also so here I am passing, let me try execute. Okay, here I am passing. You don't need to pass ID because it is automatically going to be So now I'm going to execute it. And here you can see like it is has been added, and it is returning the ID which is created automatically by the database, because like we have set identity to true. By default, like if you haven't specified anything in here, the student, like you can create automatically identity equal to true. This one is for like updating the student. So same thing here also there. Like all the validations and other stuffs are there. And then I'm getting the existing student, and I'm updating that existing student from this particular database. And like I'm setting up this state of particular student to like modify, and then I'm making changes to save. I think it is pretty simple. Same for the delete part. So here also, like you can see, like there if the ID is not supplied, then I am returning that it is not supplied. Otherwise, I am removing that stuff. And in the destructor, I am like disposing all the stuffs. And so that is how like all the cool stuffs can be done with the ASP.NET Core. So let me know if any questions or answers are there. You can ask me questions, and I will be returning back to the question mark. No questions? Yes, the Swagger is free to use. Basically, you can visit the swagger.io. So here you can see like it is free to use, and basically if you want to generate any source code from that, then you can have that paid one. So Jigyasa is asking like if we have existing app and how much code we need to change to add Swagger in the particular API. So you just need to start do changes. Like basically what you need to do is like you need to add this NuGet package, and like these are the changes like you need to make, like this and the bottom part. Like use Swagger, and you need to specify the configuration. Rakesh is asking like, can we use database first approach? Sorry Rakesh, in the ASP.NET Core, Microsoft is only supporting the framework for first approach. But like if you are using ASP.NET MVC 5 or the previous version, then you can use that, and you can also integrate the Swagger with that. That's not a big deal. But with ASP.NET Core, the only code first is supported. There are several reasons for that. When you work in a team with the database first approach, at that time it will create lots of mess because you have added some fields or database table and other person at the same time have added something from that. So when you merge your code with thing at that time, it will have merging problem and few other stuffs. And in the code first, all things are done with the APIs, the code itself, and rest you don't need to worry about generating XML files and other stuff. It will be done behind the scene. So an entity framework core will take care of always for that. Any other questions we have? Jigger is asking that as you have added a async event, is there any change in calling this web API? No, there won't be any change. Async event is more like asynchronous mechanism. So basically, in the earlier version of the .NET, it was like a synchronous way. So what it was doing is when you request the web server, web server will be busy till the request is completed, you get the response. But with the help of async and ML, what it will do is it will have that main web server thread open for all the requests, and in the background it will asynchronously send response to particular request. So your main web server will be always ready to take request and you will get better performance. That's the only idea of async await. But you can use async await or without async await. But definitely using async await will improve your performance of this API. So I'm going to wait for 10 seconds for any other questions, otherwise we'll move to next slide. Yes, we are going to share this, and we'll also upload this video on YouTube so you can watch anytime. So I think that's it, and this is a seamless blog. Like we, as a FutureStack Solution, like we always believe in hiring good talent. So we are always hiring, and currently we are hiring web developers who are having the experience with ASP.NET, Node.js, or any server-side framework. And you know that like me and Kalpesh are already awarded as MVPs, so you will get chance to work with us. And we are like very open people, and we are a small company, so you can apply if you want to have like if you want to work with us. And like it's a 5-day week company, so every Saturday and Sunday off. So this is the email there where you can send your resumes. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video, and sorry again about the problem with the encoding software, but we'll like we have learned our lesson. We'll make sure that future live sessions will be good enough for that. So I hope you like this video, and still like you can ask. If you have any question, then you can ask all these questions in the chat window or the comment window. There won't be any problem. So thank you very much for watching this live session, and we are going to have like series of live sessions in the future. So we are planning to do every bi-weekly. Let's see how it goes. Thank you, and see you in the next session.